What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about OnyxCoin today, XCN. Hit that like button, you guys. Subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, all right? It is the 22nd of May today, a historic day because Bitcoin is at new all-time highs, baby. This is what we like to see. You know, a lot of people have asked, and I hear the argument for altcoins versus Bitcoin. They'll say, well, yeah, but the dominance is going higher. How many altcoins do you know are at their new all-time highs, right? Bitcoin, the dominance keeps climbing. Bitcoin's at its new all-time highs. How many altcoins do you know that are at their new all-time highs? And you got me there. You got all of us there, but not the people in the OnyxCoin community, right? I'm not going to hit you with the cheesy one-liner. Well, yeah, it just pumped a lot recently, though. It's outperforming more recently. The whole argument to the Bitcoin people, why Bitcoin's better than altcoins, is because the dominance hasn't been going up recently, or hasn't been going down recently. It's been going up for a very long time. The dominance has been going up since November of 2022, which is exactly when Bitcoin started its bull market, right? Or ended the bear market in November. It started its bull market in January. Tomato, tomato, whatever, right? Began it back here. So here's the deal. Bitcoin is at new all-time highs. OnyxCoin and a lot of altcoins are not. But here's how you separate the shit from the good, okay? You take your bear market low, you take where it is now, and you see that you're up 29.5x from your bear market low, which was all the way back in October of 2023, right? Granted, you've had a whole year less of time than Bitcoin has had in this whole bull market, and you're at a 29.5x. Bitcoin, however, by contrast, at the same exact scope from November 2022, about a whole year earlier, is only up 7x. So if anybody throws at you, yeah, but Bitcoin's at new all-time highs, your altcoins can't be doing that good. The F they are, bro. Yes, this coin, it dropped off a cliff. Bitcoin dropped 74%. My coin dropped 90%. It doesn't need to be at new all-time highs to be outperforming Bitcoin. Not every coin is outperforming Bitcoin, and that's defined by the dominance here. Clearly the average altcoin is being outperformed by Bitcoin. But that doesn't mean that there's not coins here. Do you guys understand the point that I'm trying to drive home? There are genuinely people in the markets right now who think that there has not been some form of life in the altcoin markets. That think that if you're holding anything else than Bitcoin, you've been having a horrible time and only losing money in the markets. But that's not true. You just got to look in the right places. OnyxCoin, XCN, you're in the right place. You're in the right place. This thing has largely been outperforming not just Bitcoin, but the rest of the market too. And it's going to continue to do that. There's a reason why we're leading this with the introduction, because OnyxCoin will likely continue to outperform not just Bitcoin, but the rest of the market. And this isn't something that it's only done recently. Yes, Bitcoin is, from its recent lows to where it is now. Oh, that was not what I meant to do. From its recent lows to its price that it's at now, it's up 48%. That's great. OnyxCoin, from its recent lows to its current price, is up 176%. I could have hit you with that cheesy one, right? There's a lot of people who their altcoins over the past month and a half, 2 months, are up more than Bitcoin, yes. But since the beginning of the cycle to now, OnyxCoin is largely outperforming not just Bitcoin, but the rest of the market as well. That's the main point I'm trying to derive here. And you've got a lot of growth to go. I went through and I made a nice list. I made a nice list of coins that have outperformed the average coins in the market. And on this list, OnyxCoin is near the top, but it's really like it's outside. If I had this list of coins that I'm talking about, it's right here. I got like 84 different coins on here, okay? This is the beginning, and they go all the way down, right? Just like this, up and all the way down here, all the way down like this, in order of highest market cap to lowest market cap, right? Up and down, lower market caps, lower market caps, lower market caps here, okay? OnyxCoin is right here. So it's in that that top 33%, but it's still pretty low on the list, right? This whole section, these are very safe, excluding the meme coins. They're likely safe investments, right? OnyxCoin is in that section of safe investments. It's in that section of safe investments that's also outperforming the market, and in that safe investments section, it's also on like the lower ends of it. So of our safe investments in crypto, whatever the hell that means, OnyxCoin is likely going to be a top performer, and beyond that too, beyond safe investments or not, just compared to the average altcoin, it's going to outperform. If that doesn't make sense, watch my recent video talking about altcoins. What was the title called? It was called find the best performing altcoins, right, for the rest of the season or something like that. But I digress. I'm just saying OnyxCoin, you guys, we've developed from this coin that was worth less than $100 million in market cap to a coin that's pushing a $1 billion market cap. It's in and out of the top 100. It's gaining a name for itself. It's setting itself up. It's setting up a status here. And the status is it's reliable. It's going to grow. It's going to do phenomenal things. And it has already outperformed Bitcoin and the average coin in the markets. There's not many cryptos right now. There's a lot of cryptos right now that over the past month have outperformed Bitcoin, but there's not many that can say they've outperformed Bitcoin since 2023, since the beginning or the end of 2023, right? There's not many that can say that. OnyxCoin can, and it by a large degree it is. So it likely will continue to do this, right? DeFi protocols, I think, are going to do very well. A lot of people are focusing on AI right now. I think AI is going to do great. There's a lot of meme coins that are pumping right now too, but DeFi is one of the most interesting aspects, at least to me. It's one of the most interesting aspects that crypto has to offer. And it's not even DeFi. Like DeFi in the true aspect of what it's supposed to be, that's a great idea. That's a great concept. But in reality, integrating it as far as what the world is ready for now, it's going to be some form of centralized, decentralized finance, right? The internet, the blockchains will offer the DeFi aspect, but it'll be controlled by a centralized entity. I don't know if that makes sense, but essentially crypto finance, not just DeFi. DeFi is exciting, but I think we're a ways away from true DeFi. Crypto finance is very exciting, and XCN is a very, very prominent coin in this crypto finance sector of the markets. We're at 2.06 cents now, 3 days, 22 hours left in the week here. Daily time frame, we got 21 hours left in the day here, moving up 4% already. I'm glad I'm holding some XCN. I had some people, man, over the last 2 days, I had a couple people in the comments saying, see, he's just leading everybody to the slaughter. It's going to go to zero. It's like it went back to the price that I literally just bought it. I bought more XCN at like 1.95, right? Like that was my most recent purchase, was right there. And it went right back to where I bought. And it's like, see, he's leading you to the slaughter. He's telling you to buy so he can sell on you. It's like, no, I haven't sold. I've sold some XCN here and there for trading purposes, but very small amounts. I'm holding like 98% of what I hold in OnyxCoin has not been moved in over a year. I haven't touched it since last March, and that's the truth. And I'm not going to touch it. I'll start touching it. I'll tell you where I'm thinking about touching it. I'm going to touch this OnyxCoin stack that I've got very, very gently so we don't scare it when we're at about 26 to 32 cents. Very gently. We don't want to scare it now. This is a precarious situation, right? That's where I'm planning on selling. I might even sell beforehand so that I can get out before any of you guys. No, I don't know. I'll let you guys know whenever I do sell, right? And the reality is too, let's talk about this real quick. We are playing a game versus each other. Right now, everybody holding OnyxCoin, we're playing a game versus each other. Who can get in earliest? Who can get out earliest, right? Well, maybe not earliest, I guess. Earliest in the right time. You want to be able to get in and get out at the right time. We're playing a game versus each other. All the people who've been holding OnyxCoin since here, that bought since here, that have DCA'd all the way through, and then have bought since before then, like me and many others, right? Anybody who's in the game now, we are playing the game versus the newcomers that come in, that are buying this thing on the way up, pumping our bags. We're playing the game. Can we get out before the last buyer comes in? Can we get out before the sellers start to come in droves, right? And at the moment, my expectation is that we see 26 to 32 cents, but there have been signs, multiple signs for OnyxCoin, especially recently and throughout its history, where it has been front ran. There are people, and I'm not saying they're paying attention to my videos. I've got 38,000 subscribers almost. Thank you all, by the way. That's phenomenal. That's crazy. It's huge. It's crazy. It really is. But I'm not, I do not have influence over a $700 million market cap coin. What I do or what I say does not affect this thing. I'm not pretending that my calls are where the whales, and I'm sure there are some whales in OnyxCoin. I'm technically an OnyxCoin whale who pay attention to this price, who might watch my videos even. But the people who are moving this thing, they've got their own plans. They've got their own plans. And my plan is 26 to 32 cents. Maybe their plan is set up a sell wall right at 18 cents. I don't know, right? We're expecting this. This is what we're hoping for. But the whole purpose of this section right now that I'm talking about is don't get your hopes too high, and don't be afraid of getting your feelings hurt, right? Do not be afraid of letting this thing go before you're actually expecting it to, because you, me, and everybody else watching this video right now, what we're talking about is a game plan where we're going to sell at this area. Sell, baby, sell, right? And that's not me trying to create a massive dump thing. I'm not selling all my OnyxCoin. I'm going to take some profits, right? But this is where I'm probably going to let go of my long-term stack. Why? Because at that point, that's a 100x. My average for OnyxCoin is at $0.0026. 26 cents is a 100x. I'm going to sell. Just on principle alone, I'm going to sell. You know what I mean? And I'm not the only one. There's a bunch of people who bought below that level who have a multi-100x or over a 100x who will sell at various prices, right? There's going to be a lot of selling pressure as we go up here. Hopefully the buying pressure is enough to get us up there. Just be prepared. We're playing a game, right? It's a PvP arena up in here, and we're all playing against each other. The people who lose money, the people who lose in this game are the ones who either hold their bags for too long, or most often it's the people who are just tourists. They're in and they're out. They're here for the pump, and then as soon as it dumps, they leave. They're in here to FOMO in at the top and then sell and add pressure on the way down. But I digress. I hope I'm making points. I hope I'm making a good point. Just think about selling. It's not something you want to do. It's not something that you want to think about. But think about selling. If you're not thinking about selling here, I will say it's fair. It's all right to not think about selling here, because by the end of the cycle, we're probably going to be up above $1. Why would you sell at 32 to 26 cents when you could just wait? Less taxable events, less of a headache. It'll go up there anyways. You can just add to it on the way down. I get it. And if that's your style, that's great. That's my style too. And that's probably what I'm going to be doing with the majority of my funds anyways for OnyxCoin. But there will be some that I trade here, right? I'm a little bit of a hybrid investor trader type, right? Swing trader, day trader at times, whatever. Whenever the moment feels right, you know, I'm an opportunist is what it is. Everybody has their own way, but I don't know what the point of what I'm saying here is, other than just trying to put it on people's radars, right? If you're planning on selling here, you're probably not the only ones, right? Everybody watching this video, which there's thousands of people that watch this video, they might be considering the same thing. They might be considering lower prices. Maybe they consider higher prices, but most people are going to consider this 15 to 32 cent area. I very much do believe we'll go to 26 to 32 cents, but just be aware of that, right? If we see any kind of details of faltering, of weakness, of some kind of sign that we might not go up here, you need to be aware of that and prepared to abandon ship, so to speak. Or at least, you know, if it goes down, don't get your feelings hurt. Don't panic sell down here. Buy more, because inevitably we will go up there, right? But being here at 2 cents, I guess all I'm trying to say is we're expecting it to go to 26 to 32 cents. I'm going to sell some OnyxCoin there. I'm going to let go of some and take some profits. I'm going to leave a good bit in and let it ride, obviously, and then buy more if it goes down, when it goes down. I'm not saying that everybody else should sell there. I'm not. That's not financial advice. Not a financial advisor. I'm just telling you what I should do. And I'm also saying this because I'm not naive enough to believe that I'm the only person that thinks that's a good area to sell. Beyond just the high to low, beyond just this 1886200 area there's a lot of other things that we can derive to help point this area as a significant area, whether it's 26 to 32 cents, whether it's 32 cents to 40 cents, whether it's 17 cents to 22 cents, you know, something and everything in this area around this all-time high and just above. This is going to be a serious area of resistance. It's important to remember this and consider this going forward, okay? And if you sell, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but if you sell and you sell too low, let's say you sell at 21 cents and it rips all the way up to 31 cents the next day, don't you dare buy back, because it's going to pull back to lower prices than you even sold, right? We're going to consolidate. Absolutely we will. We'll consolidate just like we did here, and then we'll rip to the end of the year, going up to prices that are well above $1, maybe even above $2 whenever it's all said and done. So, I don't know, man. This is just a long ramble, apparently, today. Daily RSI looks great. It looks phenomenal, spectacular, exactly like you'd expect it to. What comes after a higher low, I'll let you guys answer that one, right? We know what's coming. This higher high is going to put us in the overbought zone. We get in the overbought zone, we're going to see some miraculous growth, right? The last couple times we've been in the overbought zone, we've seen nothing shy of miraculous growth, right? Miraculous. And if this is a bull flag, and I think it is, man, if it flaps like one, if it stands like one, I think it is a bull flag. This bull flag will take us all the way up to 5.6 cents. Odds are we will move up once we're in the overbought zone in a miraculous fashion by the end of this month. By the end of May, we're at 2 cents now. Mark my words, we will be worth more than 5 cents, probably somewhere between 5 and 6 cents, if not higher. If I'm wrong, it will only be to the upside. That's my genuine assumption. That's what my expectation is. I don't know if I have anything else that I want to say. We're loading up. The anticipation's killing me. Today might be the day, you guys. Today, Thursday, might be the day that OnyxCoin finally starts to shake a leg and show some life. We'll see, though. We'll see. We're moving like it right now. Hopefully we don't stop. But that's all I got for you guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. Hit the like button, subscribe. Get a game plan going. If you're thinking about selling, get a game plan going. You know what I mean? Like don't just put it off until later. Really think about it, right? Where are you going to sell? Set your sell orders up. Put some limit orders in. You know, if you have a small amount of money, maybe you can afford to not worry about that so much. But if you're dealing with like tens of thousands of dollars or hundreds of thousands of dollars or more than that in OnyxCoin, you should probably start setting up some limit orders just at various places. First come, first serve whenever you set up limit orders, right? The next person that sets a sell order at that same price, they don't get ahead of you, even if they put in dramatically more money than you. They go after you. So first come, first serve, things to start thinking about, right? And I'm not talking about selling at 5 cents. I'm talking about all the way up at 26 to 32 cents. Personally, that's my expectation. You sell wherever you want to sell or hold as long as you want to hold, but it's not something that people like to talk about, but it is something that we need to talk about, right? I'm not selling and getting out, never looking back because OnyxCoin's going to zero afterwards. I'm just going to sell, take profits, reallocate back in at areas that make sense, and then catch it for that final rip to the upside. That's kind of my expectation here, while leaving a bag to hold through this whole dip just in case I mess up, just in case it rips harder, whatever. You know, OnyxCoin, I'm not expecting it to break above $2 this cycle, but man, if by the end of June, if we're all the way up at like $1, we're probably going to break above $2 by the end of the cycle. You know what I mean? So who knows? And that's why you leave the moon bag. They call it the moon bag because if you sell and it just keeps going, at least you've got something to take you to the moon, right? And that's the whole purpose. But I don't think I have anything else that I want to say. I've said enough stuff. I've talked long enough. All the indicators look bullish, guys. We're going to do it. We're going to do it, all right? Hit the like button, subscribe. Thank you all for being here. And let's go do it, all right? Let's do this. Let's do this. We're going to do this the right way. And I don't know where to go from here, so I'm going to go away. Bye-bye. I don't know why that turned French.